Why theater?
Why theater?
Why theater?
Why theater?
Why theater? I think I chose theater
I joined theater
originally
because
I
I
thought
how
like,
singer
that's
formed to
really one
develop
of my
and I
most
found out
memorable
was
moments in
psychology.
high school.
So, why theater? Why theater was a concept that I came up with because I wanted to see how people actually felt about theater, whether it was just the thrill of the lights or pursuing it as a passion and a career to keep going. I wanted to see what people's actual mindset was behind the art of theater. And so I bridged the question between professionals, students, and teachers and admin, and I asked them, why theater?
Why theater? My theater director opened doors for me that I didn't know were possible to be opened, and she helped me realize that I can be myself as loud as I am, as obnoxious as I am, without having to feel bad for myself. So now I want to give that opportunity to other people, and through the Texas Thespians Aspiring Educator Program, that is now open to me, and I can continue to do that.
Why theater? For me, it was a place that I kind of stumbled into, and I don't really know where it started, but I remember in middle school going in and not even liking, like specifically the teacher or like the class, but I just remember it being somewhere like the thing, like theater was what I loved and kind of what I fell into and what I want to do with my life as I go on. And then as I got into high school, I found a community of people that's really special for me, and being able to have even more communities with my different theater companies I've been a part of, that I will always have these friends as I go along, and I'm making these connections for the rest of my life.
Why theater? Well, in 7th grade initially, I was forced into the class. My mom said I had to take it to get out of my shell. I ended up finding out more about myself than I thought I was going to, so I got so many friendships later on. It's been such a profound impact on the way I act and the person I am, the relationships I've made. I would not have been able to find the things I found without this, and I'm so thankful that I joined theater.
Why theater? If you asked me at first, I would have said, oh, because my friend said to join. But honestly, upon entering theater, instead of just watching from the sidelines, I've gotten to see more so how the art is made, how it forms and develops over time, and I've gotten such a love for the art that I don't come as much just for the people, even though I have found, in a sense, a new family in the topic of theater, and it's a really welcoming space, and I've learned so much throughout it, and I'm forever grateful that my friend said, join theater, he'd be hilarious with you there.
Well, theater is a very good question. So, I feel like theater is a special connection for me because I get connected with other people that also love doing theater and love the craft of theater. And I feel like it's important to surround yourself with people that see you fully. And I feel like theater is a very good environment that you can put yourself in.
Next, we traveled to the Thespian Honor Society Texas Convention. The Thespian Honor Society Texas Convention is a convention in Texas where there are competitions, workshops, and shows held where theater students can come together and kind of learn from each other. So we traveled there, and there are people who host workshops, and there are college reps there to recruit students for theater in general. And so we asked them why they chose theater and why they decided to pursue that art form after high school, and why now they have decided to educate students in theater and to teach it.
So why theater? I think what a lot of people come to, they want to live and they have a real human, genuine experience, and I think theater provides something which is a little bit of a dying art, but I think if we continue to support what it is that we bring up and how we show up and feed off of that and tell these amazing stories, I think it will still live on to be one of the art forms that exceeds us after we're long gone.
Why theater? Because it's a lot of fun, you'll meet great, interesting people, but the main thing, if you're interested in voice acting, is the very best voice actors are trained for the stage. So starting your career in high school or even earlier as a trained stage actor will open up all sorts of opportunities for you, whether you want to do stage, Broadway musicals, voice acting, video games, or whatever. So why theater? Because I say why not theater?
Why theater? Theater is one of the few of the places in the community, in the world, in our schools, that students are able to physically in live, real time connect with other people and have those relationships and build connections and relationships and help tell stories that might not be able to be told otherwise, and share them in a way that other people may have not understood that thought process before. through their world and their art. Theater is imperative for our society to thrive.
Why theater? Because it brings us closer to each other and to ourselves.
Finally, we decided to ask our admin why they thought it was important to have theater in schools, and we decided to ask our directors why they decided to teach theater.
Important. It gives students an opportunity to get involved in something that they're interested in, and it's more than just the stage. There's things that happen in the background that students are involved in as well. Our kids do an amazing job in theater, and it's a great, it's a program for the whole community to go out and see.
Why theater? That's a really good question. When I was in high school, I had an English teacher who was also the theater teacher, and she encouraged me to go out and do theater and give it a try, and that's really one of my most memorable moments in high school.
Why theater? Theater was the first place that made me feel safe to be myself by letting me be somebody else. It was the first time that I realized I was good at something, and that made me feel invincible. When you grow up in a small town and everybody knows everybody and you don't fit in, you have to find a way to stand out. And theater gave me armor. And once you have that feeling, you never want to let it go. It gave me the courage and the confidence to do it more, and to make it my whole world.
During our film process, we were able to explore different perspectives between directors, students, professionals, and admin on why theater matters to them.
And we discovered that theater is not just about putting on the show, it's about the friendships you make,
the connections you have, and the people you become.
So I believe throughout this, we were able to answer the question, why theater?